I want to push you. We've been covering the Charlottesville trial all week, and he said actually that he gets his legal advice from watching Tucker Carlson's program. Now they know, right? It's all out there. And I wonder, Tucker Carlson doesn't just have a platform. He is the most watched host, and he is the most anti-Semitic, the most pro-white extremism, the most sort of permission structure building for Kyle Rittenhouse, for all of the sort of white violence, to go so far as to call these false flag operations. And I wonder what it says to you that that's the most popular show on the network.
It's deeply disturbing that the network chooses to validate his views with this primetime platform. I mean, keep in mind, again, this propaganda film that he's going to be pushing next week, they are choosing knowingly to schedule this. I mean, it's a shocking dereliction of duty. It's the kind of malfeasance you would not expect from a national news network. And again, Nicole, it is deeply dangerous. We've seen propaganda and hate speech has real world consequences. ADL is the oldest anti-hate organization in the United States. And we have seen again and again how anti-Semitic rhetoric leads to real world violence. And to think that the Murdochs somehow believe that this is okay, to use that phrase you just did, they are granting this, privileging him with the permission structure. And look, from promoting wild, anti-Semitic George Soros conspiracies to suggesting, literally as he did last December, that white supremacy wasn't real, to so many other just heinous things that he says every night. At some point, Nicole, you've got to ask yourself, when will this stop?
Charlie Sykes said on this program that it'll take a tragedy to wake people up to break the fever. But for all the tragedies you just cited, El Paso, the 3-year anniversary of the synagogue mass murder, I mean, we are post-tragedy crisis. And I wonder, with eyes wide open, do you simply feel that we're in a period of, as the FBI has warned, sort of white-inspired racist violence being the gravest threat to the homeland for the foreseeable future?
Yeah, I mean, don't quote me. You can quote Christopher Wray, FBI director, for saying this. But the reality is ADL, through our Center on Extremism, we track far-right extremists, left-wing radicals, political Islamists, you name it. And we are alarmed at what we're seeing. This movement, they call it the Justice for J6, as if somehow the people who marauded through our Capitol, who tried to overturn the government, who called to hang Mike Pence, are somehow martyrs of some sort. Yeah, I do believe we are post-tragedy here, and it's going to require all of us, sort of a whole of society approach. We need responsible public officials. We need business leaders. We need faith leaders. We need civic society. We need all of us to lock arms and say, enough. The danger is just too great.